Hey folks, it's Mark here from Harmonix, where we give you the knowledge to get good on guitar. Harmonix is your channel for easy to follow guitar lessons for all levels. Back again today with an advanced lick, and this is a fast scaling lick based in octaves. There's a simple side to this and a more difficult side, which is why it's advanced, right? The simple part, as I'll explain in the breakdown of this run, is that it's simple to remember. You're just repeating a shape 3 times in 3 specific locations on the neck, i.e. 3 different octaves. The difficult part is the outside the string picking. So if you're not very good at that yet, or your picking on one string isn't particularly fast, you're going to have to practice that. And also your accuracy, because you're going to have to do those 3 jumps. And although the shapes are quite simple, the position shifts can be tricky at a higher speed. So something to consider. Anyway, let's have a look at the demonstration. I'm going to play the lick here in 3 different keys so you can see what it looks like up the neck. Let's check it out. Okay, let's get into it. For the benefit of this lesson, we're going to do it in A minor. Okay, so you're going to end up with this note here, which is obviously a G bending up to A. Okay, so it's a whole tone bend of G. In order to end up on that note, we're going to be playing this pattern that's going to repeat at 3 different intervals up the neck. As mentioned before the demonstration, there's an easy part and a difficult part, right? The easy part is that you don't really have to remember very much, because it's going to be the same shape on each string, the same sequence, if you like, of notes, and you're just going to be doing it in octaves. So it's just going to be 3 different positions of doing exactly the same sequence on every 2 set of strings. Okay, so it's not that much for your brain to have to remember, and for your right hand to have to kind of calibrate. The difficult part of this is obviously your outside the string picking has to be good and quite clean. And also, you need to be able to have a good sense of accuracy with your left hand to position shift, because your first finger position shift and the accuracy of your first finger is kind of going to dictate how well you can do this. So let me explain. Let's get into it. On the first set of strings, it's going to be the low E and the A string. We're going to be playing frets 5, 7, and 8 with our first, third, and fourth finger. Well, I am anyway. You can use these if you want, your first, second, and third, but I would recommend that you start playing with your hand more in line with the frets, like this, okay? Because it will help you. Plus, you really want to start getting the independence between your pinky and your third finger as soon as possible. As this is an advanced lesson, you guys probably already know this and are doing this anyway. It doesn't hurt to mention it, right? What we're doing, we're starting with a downstroke on the 5th fret on the low E, and we're picking down, up, down, up as we cross the string. So it's pure alternate picking, and it is outside the string, because on this note here, on the 8, on the E, we're going to be picking down on the string above and up on the string below to make the string transition. So that's an outside the string pick. It's going to be down, up, up on 5, 7, and 8, and it'll look and sound like this. The difficult part, I guess, is once you've done this, you have to pick a speed that's good for your picking. So let's take a kind of moderate pace here. Okay, once we've done that, we have to... The downstroke is going to be on fret 7 on the D string. The next 2 sets of strings are the 2 middle strings, so D and G, and it's going to be 7, 9, 10, again with our first, third, and fourth finger. Down, up, down before, and then an outside the string pick as we transition to the G string. Up, down, up. Okay? So far we have this. There, you can see there, I didn't waste any time in my position shift. And this is incredibly important. Once you can do this, you can just pick whatever finger sequence shapes you want. So 2 whole steps, or, you know, you could do it chromatically, you know, or you could do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. But once you're good at position shifting into these octaves, you're sorted. And all you'll need to remember is whatever key you're in, 2 fret gap for the first jump, and then a 3 fret gap for the last jump because of the B string. So everything's kind of shifted up a fret. So for this, for example, we've got 5 to 7, and then to 10. Okay, and that's the last shape. So once we've done this on the D and the G, okay, it's time to jump. And our first finger is moving reasonably far here. It's quite a big jump to 10. And again, with our first, third, and fourth finger, but we're going to be playing 10, 12, 13, with a down, up, down, and then an outside the string cross. And it's an up, down, up again on the 10, 12, 13. You can make a decision here at the end in order to hit that bend that I talked about in the beginning. You can either slide up with the shape as is with your pinky, okay, or you can do what I do. I just kind of do it naturally. I don't know why. I do it sometimes with my pinky, but I tend to end with the pinky, and then my third finger is the one that slides up and bends. I think it's just a subconscious thing because I feel I have more control over the vibrato and the muting and quality of the sound of the string with my third finger, but the choice is yours. So here's the whole thing together slowly. Okay, moderate pace now. And up to speed. So I hope you enjoyed that, and you can start incorporating some fast octave scaling. As I often say, it's important to use a metronome, go slow, and get the notes evenly spaced before you start trying to do this too quickly. It will really, really help, and it will force you to get more accurate with the position shifts with your first finger on your left hand as you move between the octaves. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Well, that's it from me today. I'm going to leave this playlist here for you to check out of our other advanced lessons. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.